Welcome back to Brain Bytes, a series of math puzzles and brain games to bring the library into your home. My name is Jess, and today I need you to use your imagination. Picture for me your ideal bar of chocolate. So it can be any number of squares high, any number of squares wide, and absolutely delicious. Got it? Now we are going to break it. This is the chocolate problem. How many steps are required to break that perfect chocolate bar into individual pieces? So we're looking for a solution that works for bars of chocolate of any size in the universe or in your imagination. And as another thing, I will probably refer to them as squares of chocolate. Mathematically speaking, they're not actually squares, but I find calling them squares to be emotionally significant. So there are a few rules when we talk about breaking the chocolate bar. First of all, we may only break it along those horizontal or vertical lines that are built in. 2, no stacking pieces to do multiple breaksies. That's not allowed. No improving things with knives or power tools, not part of the problem. And 4th, any squares that we may accidentally eat still exist in our mathematical universe. Okay, let's get started on figuring out how to crack this problem. So start small and get bigger. So let's build a data set by increasing our bar of chocolate and seeing how many breaks it takes to get it into its individual squares. So if we have 1 square, clearly it's a bar 1 square. And do we need to break it at all? Nope, 0 breaks to get it into individual pieces. Now, how about a 1 by 2 bar of chocolate? There are 2 squares, and you only need to break it once to get it into individual pieces. Now, how about a 2 by 2 bar of chocolate? So 2 times 2 is 4 squares, and how many times do we have to break it? 1, 2, 3. 3 breaks. Let's make this a little bit bigger. How about a 3 by 4 bar of chocolate? So 3 times 4 is 12 squares. Let's break this sucker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, and remember, if we eat a square, it still exists as a mathematical construct. But for 12 squares, it takes 11 breaks. Don't believe me? Think you can break it in another way and have more or fewer breaks? Good. I want you to go out and test it and find out for yourself. Well, for now, let's take a look at the data. Is there a pattern? 1 square, 0 breaks. 2 squares takes 1 break. 4, 3 breaks. 12, 11 breaks. I see a pattern. The number of breaks is always 1 less than the number of squares in the chocolate bar. It's an aha moment. So let's say you have this 4 by 2 bar of chocolate. So there are 8 squares. So the number of breaks is 8 minus 1, or 7 squares. Now let's make this gigantic. Let's say you have a 52 by 100 square bar of chocolate. That means there are 5,200 squares, and in order to break it into its individual components, you need to do 5,199 breaks. And this brings us back to our original problem, the chocolate problem. How many steps are required to break an m by n bar of chocolate into individual pieces? So how many squares are there altogether? M times n. And how many breaks are required? Simply m times n minus 1. We have solved this thing. But just to mess with your mind a little bit, I want you to picture the infinite chocolate bar. That means there are an infinite number of squares in this mass of utter deliciousness. That means the number of times you'd have to break it to get it into its individual pieces is infinity minus 1. But infinity minus 1 is still infinity. Dun, dun, dun! This has been your Brain Bite for today. See you next time. Bye.